Okay, so goal setting. My name is Edie Piorkowska, and I am still a teacher, hopefully not for too long now. I am also an NLP practitioner, a life coach. So that's why I decided to do this video, because a lot of people have problems with goal setting. They have some ideas that they want to achieve something, but they sometimes struggle with that. So I wanted to help you all. Hopefully it will be useful for you. I would like all of you to have something to write on. The reason for that is I don't want it to be a lecture. I want it more like a workshop. So I would like all of you to be able to set your goals while we are doing it here. So at least one goal. It would be my aim for all of you to do at least one goal, everyone. Okay. If you have something to write on, please type 3. Thank you, Chanel. Okay, a lot of people have got something to write on. Excellent. Now, if you would like to ask me a question while we are doing it, if you would like to confirm whether the goal that you are setting is satisfying the criteria that I will be talking about, please don't hesitate to do so, because the main point here is that you are very clear about goal setting here. Okay? Right. So first of all, I would like you to think about the areas of your life that you would like to set your main goal for. So you can think either about job or career, finances, relationships, health, leisure. Pick one area at the moment, and I would like you to pick the area that if you think that if you change something in that area of your life, it will really make a difference for you. And once you've got it, please put 7 in the chat box. Okay. Excellent. Lots of 7s. Excellent. So the next thing that we'll be going to, I would like to think about one goal that you would like to achieve within this area. And this goal has to be SMART. And SMART means it has to be specific, it has to be measurable, achievable, realistic, and it must have timescales. And I will explain each of these points. So specific is what you want exactly to happen in your life. So for example, if you want to lose weight, if you just say, I want to lose weight, okay, if you have lost 200 grams, have you actually achieved your goal? So it has to be very specific. So how much weight do you want to lose? If you want a new job, what kind of job? Which employer? In what capacity? What position in that company? If this is, for example, better relationships with someone in your family, what does it actually mean, better relationships? So what will you be able to do? How will you be able to communicate with this person? So it has to be specific. The next thing about the goal, it has to be measurable. So if you, for example, say, I want to earn, let's say, £50,000 within the next 3 months. 50,000 is very, very specific. If you say, for example, I want to earn more money, it's not specific, it's not measurable. If you are, you should be able to actually measure the progress towards it as well. If you can say, let's say, I'm 2/3 towards my goal, it means it is measurable because you are measuring how far you have gone. Okay. Achievable. Achievable means someone has done it before. It is possible to achieve something like that. realistic means actually, is it realistic in your current circumstances, for example? So if you have never run, if you have never exercised for the last 3 years, for example, and you say, I want to run a marathon next Sunday, it is not realistic because your body is not even used to that kind of effort. You could do more damage than good for yourself. So it has to be realistic in the current circumstances. However, if you have been practicing for the marathon but haven't actually had a kind of commitment to actually do it, and you are prepared, and so it is realistic to run even next Sunday, okay? And timescales, you must decide by when it is going to happen. Now, any questions about the SMART goals? If you have any questions about that, please type your question. If not, give me one that is very clear. All right. So if it's very clear, I would like you now to write your goal. And once you've got it, give me 2. Okay, 1 person. 2, 3. Excellent. Now, once you have written your goal, I would like you to go through that SMART and check if it's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and it has got timescale, sorry. If it satisfies all the criteria, give me 3. If you are not sure, if you'd like to check your goal with me, I don't mind if you type it, and I will comment whether it's specific, measurable, achievable, and so on. But if you are sure it's fine, just give me 3. Right, I have 3 people who confirmed their goals. Yes, excellent. You're doing well, people. All right. If there is anybody who is not happy with me to go on to the next stage, to the next slide and the next thing, please give me 4. Otherwise, I will go on to the next one. Okay, so now we are going to do kind of check whether our goal is something that we can work with. So first of all, sometimes we are not achieving our goals, not because the goals are not achievable, but for some other reasons. One of them is commitment. So the question is, are you committed to achieving this goal? Is this something that is really, really important to you? Okay, I think it's Tina, could you mute yourself, please? So if you are not committed to achieving the goal, if, for example, you are choosing this goal because you think you have to, or you should, or it will be good for you, it's not enough. Okay, you have to be committed. You have to really want it. Next thing is your goal something that is perhaps in contradiction with some of your beliefs? And I can give you an example of what it could be. Let's say you want to have a certain amount of money. So on the one hand, you would like to actually earn this money. You would like to develop your business or whatever it is to get this money. However, on the other hand, you may hold the belief that if you are wealthy, people will take advantage of you. if this is the case, then you will start self-sabotaging yourself. And it is not necessary for you to actually abandon the goal, but you will then have to work on your beliefs. Is that something that is clear? If it is clear to you, if it makes sense, please give me one. Okay, thank you. Now, next thing is achieving your goal benefiting those around you? This is important because if you got a family, for example, and if your goal is, for example, to get a job where you could travel around the world, but at the same time your family, who needs you on a daily basis, will not see you there, again, you may sabotage this goal because it is not in agreement with those around you. So it will be good for you personally, but not necessarily good for the people who are around you. Is it making sense to you? Give me one if it does. Okay. Thanks. Okay, next thing is, does achieving this goal depend on you? And I will give you an example from my job, actually, why I'm putting this goal here. A lot of times in teaching, we get targets such as 100% of our students achieve their target grades. Well, it doesn't depend only on me if it happens. If a student doesn't learn, if they don't come to school, if they don't study before the tests, I can do nothing about it. I can actually encourage them, I can actually talk to their parents, for example, but I can't learn for them. So achieving this goal doesn't really depend fully on me. So I cannot make such thing a goal because I am not in control. Is this making sense? If it is, please give me one. Okay. Thank you. And the last thing is the goal ambitious enough to be exciting? You are not excited about goals which are not ambitious enough. If, for example, you say, all right, I want to lose 5 pounds. Well, if your ideal weight is like 15 pounds away from it, 5 pounds is nothing compared to 15 pounds that you actually could have lost. So it has to be ambitious enough. It has to be something that if you achieve it, you will actually be able to be so happy and so proud of yourself that it was really worth doing. So I would like you to look at your goals now and answer the question actually truthfully. Are you committed? Is it in line with your beliefs or not? Is it benefiting people around you? Does it depend on you, or is it ambitious enough for you? If you have made this check, please give me 7. And if you answered no to some of those questions, please modify your goal so that it is in line, or if it is a question of beliefs, take a note that you will need to work on those beliefs. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Chanel. Thanks, David. Tammy, Nick, excellent. Right. And Tina, excellent. We'll go on. We'll go on to the next thing then. Now, setting a goal without action doesn't actually give you much. So, actions now. For each of the goals that you will have, at the moment you have only one, but you will be able to set perhaps more after this session, so you will know how to set them. So after this session, you can set more goals. For each of your goals, you need to plan between 3 to 5 actions. And the actions must also be smart. There is no point, for example, saying my goal is to be my ideal weight off, and then you give the number by end of June, and then you say I will be exercising. Okay, how often? For how long? In what way? Be very specific. Make it measurable. Make it achievable. So, for example, if you say, I want to exercise every day for 2 hours, well, is it really something that is realistic for you? It is achievable for some people, perhaps, but in your circumstances, is it realistic? Do you have other commitments, and so on? So make 3 to 5 actions. Let's say if you could do 3 actions at the moment for the goal that you have chosen, and check if they are smart. And when you've done it, please give me 3. Thank you. At this point, I would like to ask, does anybody want to share the goals, or does anybody want to share their actions with the group? You can, you don't have to, of course. People, you are quick. 3 actions, and so many people already have got them. Excellent. Good job. Excellent. If you think that I can go on, I will. If anybody thinks that they need a little bit more time, please give me 4. All right, no 4, so we are going on. Now, we are increasing our chances of success. So, first of all, visualization. A lot of people just think about their goals and forget about them. Visualizing your goal already achieved is actually something really essential. We are going now into the subconscious mind and why some people don't achieve goals. First of all, your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. So if you imagine your goal already achieved, your subconscious cannot make you a liar. So it has to work with you so that you can actually achieve that, so that it is true. So it will give you strength, it will give you resources, it will give you ideas on which to act to achieve your goals. Is that something that's making sense to you? Give me 1 if it does. Okay. Now, the next thing is, in NLP, what we pay special attention to is actually being and feeling ourselves in the situation that we want to be in. So it is very important that when you are visualizing your goals, you actually try to imagine how you will feel at this moment, how you will stand at this moment, whether you will be smiling, whether you will be jumping out of joy or making a happy dance or whatever it is. Imagine yourself actually already feeling the feeling of achievement of that goal. How happy will you be? What does it actually give you? Do you feel really, really excited about the achievement of this goal? I would like you to close your eyes for a moment and for just a few seconds, visualize yourself and feel yourself already achieving this goal. Would anybody like to share how it feels achieving your goal? Even talking about those goals makes me so excited that I want to jump now, but I have to sit still. Can anyone share how you feel? Yes, you see, this will give you actually strength. Please do it at least once a day. You see? Yes, at peace, it feels amazing, liberating, proud. If you do it every single day, you are giving your subconscious an instruction. This is what I want in reality, and your subconscious will comply. Proud, excellent. Now, the next thing, to increase your chances, write your goals down. There was some research done, it was quite a few years ago. It was in one of the educational institutions in America, but I will not tell you which one because I don't remember. But they asked graduates whether they had goals and whether they had their goals written down. And they checked with them 10 years later. And it turned out that those people who didn't have any goals did pretty badly in terms of their careers. Those people who had goals but didn't write them down were doing pretty well. However, the people who had their goals written down as they were graduating were the top earners in their areas in that class or of whatever year they were graduating. So it actually is important to write your goals down, and then I would say display them. My goals are just above my head now on my board that is in front of me. So it is important to display them so that you can see them every single day. Now, here is where a lot of people fail, because they don't manage to do what they promise themselves. So for example, they say, I will go to gym 3 times a week, and things happen. It is the way of the universe to test us if we are really committed. So things happen, they can't go, maybe 1 week they don't go at all, it's some weeks they go once a week only, and then they give up. Now, if you cannot do your actions for any reason, review them. Don't give up on your actions. Review what is working, what is not working, and only then change. So for example, if you said, I will go to the gym 3 times a week, great. If it's not working, go to the gym once a week, go for a walk another day. Also, think about the time of the day when you're doing things. For years, I struggled to exercise because I always said, okay, I'll come back home, I'll exercise, I'll have dinner, or maybe I'll have dinner first, an hour later I will go exercise. I was so tired, I couldn't do it. So then I read a book, one of those really nice books, and someone said, move the toughest thing to the first thing in the morning. So if I set up my alarm 20 minutes earlier or half an hour earlier than usual, I have no excuse not to do it. Yes, I could snooze, of course, but I'm not tired yet. There is nothing else that I have planned to do, or nothing else that can actually prevent me from doing this. So if I set my alarm early, then I will have to exercise because there is no excuse that I can give myself not to do it. So sometimes changing the time of the day, changing the place where you are doing things is enough to actually alter your actions so that you can actually do it. Is this something that is making sense? If it is making sense, please give me one. Excellent. Okay. And now, for some people it may work, for some people it may not be such a good idea, but if you tell someone about your goals, you are making yourself accountable to them. So the more people you tell about your goal, the more accountable you are to those people. So that will motivate you to achieve this goal. It may motivate some people, but it may not be doing anything for others. So you need to decide whether it's something that is for you or not. Okay. Next thing that we've got, gratitude. Now, if you have been listening to Bob Proctor, he will tell you that if you are grateful for things that are already in your life, you are actually tuning yourself, tuning your thoughts to the frequency of achieving something greater. Sometimes we don't actually achieve our goals because, oh, I don't feel well today, or I'm tired, I had a bad day, oh, this person said this to me, and we dwell on things that are negative. You cannot be grateful for something and be negative at the same time. You cannot be depressed and grateful at the same time. The moment you start being grateful for things, and it's so easy to find things that you are grateful for. I sometimes drive the car and say, okay, I'm grateful for the sunny morning, or I open the window, oh, I'm grateful for the birds singing behind my window. So there are lots of things that you can be grateful for. And if you start being grateful for things, your mood begins to change. You're actually beginning to feel better. So you are in a better chance to actually get to achieve your goals and complete the actions that you have planned. Is it making sense? If it is, please give me 2 this time. Okay, thank you, Michael. Chanel, thank you. Tammy. David, thank you. Maureen, right, great. And remember, you only fail if you quit. That's quite obvious. Yes, sometimes you may need to alter your goals. Sometimes you may need to alter your actions that you want for your goals. Things happen in life, but you can only fail if you quit. If something is not working, change it. Now, are there any questions at the moment regarding the goals? Has anybody found it useful? Thanks, David. Thanks, Bryony. Okay. Excellent. Oh, I'm happy. So what I would like you to do now, you have set one goal and have set your actions for that goal. I would like you to look at your other areas, and I will perhaps go back to my slide with other areas of life. There are only 5 of them. If you'd like to write them down, it's job or careers, finances, relationships, health, and leisure. And think about the goals that you want to set for other areas of life, or maybe within the same area of life, but other goals and actions to follow them. This is something that I would like you to do after this session is over, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe at the weekend if you don't have time any earlier, but you know how to set goals now. So just go on with that, right? So that's it from me today. And if you would like to contact me for some advice or anything related to the goals, anything else, on Instagram, it's ed.success_coach. Email is ed@transformationslifecoaching.co.uk. And on LinkedIn, you can find me, it's Edi Fiorkowska. And you can see my face, so you'll recognize the photo. Right? So if there are no questions, I will be finishing. Thank you very much for attending this Zoom call. and I hope it was useful to you, and I hope and I wish you all great success in achieving your goals. Thank you. You are so welcome. You're so welcome, everyone. Great. So bye-bye. Have a lovely evening and very successful week in trading. And I am ending the meeting now. Bye-bye. Happy 2020.